welcome to my channel. My name's Lakin, and today we're gonna film a get ready with me, and we're gonna kind of play around with the Sultry palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. All right, let's just go ahead and get started. So to prime my eyes today, I'm gonna be using the Born This Way concealer, and then I'm just gonna pat that in. If you see me looking down, it's because my mirror is right here. Alright, now that that's all patted in, we're going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just taking a little bit on my brush. I don't know what this brush is called, but it looks like it's just a fluffy blending brush, synthetic hair, but yeah, it doesn't have a brand or anything on it. I've had it for quite a while. Alright, now that our eyes are primed and set down, we're gonna go into the Sultry palette. This palette is so pretty. Like, it just looks so beautiful. And I'm actually really glad that this palette isn't that velvety touch one. So we'll see how this one does. So since I'm wearing this lighter pink cardigan, so I thought we would go for a pink look today. Alright, so on a fluffy brush, I'm going to take the shade Birch right here, and we're going to put that in the crease. And I'm just blending this all around. So I like to do windshield wiper motions, and then I like to also go in circular motions just to make sure that we've got this all nice and blended out. So the next shade that we're going to go in with is the shade Twig. It's this one right here in the bottom right. Twig does have a lot of fallout. I will show you that. I just barely tap my brush in there, so I don't mind if it has some fallout. As long as the shades blend nicely, I'm okay with it. So I'm going to go in with another blending brush, and we're going to go back into that first shade right here. Okay, now with a smaller blending brush, we're going to go into Dystopian. It's this chocolate, and we're just going to kind of place that on the outer V, just a tiny bit of that. Now that I have that placed, we're going to take another blending brush, a clean one, and now we're just going to kind of blend all those shadows together so that we have no harsh lines. I really like that. I do have some fallout, so I'm going to go ahead and dust that away. And now we're going to do the eyelid shade. I really love this shade right here, Rose Quartz, so we're going to go in with that one. And I'm just taking a flat shader brush. This one I might have to go in with my finger to give it the payoff that I want. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with my finger just so that I can get a lot of payoff. That is such a pretty color. Wow, that is so pretty. I hope y'all can see that. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the shade Pearl. This one right here in the right corner. I'm just gonna kind of take that with my finger, and then I'm gonna go kind of in the center just to give it a little bit more of a highlighted look. And then now I'm going to take a blending brush and just kind of blend that over just very slightly, not too much. I'm going to go into that blending brush that we went in with that deep chocolate brown, and I'm just going to kind of go over that edge to make sure that we don't lose that chocolate brown there in that corner. All right, that looks good to me. Now we're gonna go into the face makeup. So for my primer today, I'm gonna be using the Cover FX Blurring Primer just here in these areas that I have a lot of pores. So I just take a little bit on the back of my hand, kind of pat that in, just to make sure that it's getting into those pores. My second primer, I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Priming Water. I love this stuff. And I'm just going to spray that all over my face. Okay, now that we have primed, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline 24-hour foundation. Looks like this, one with the little white cap. And this must run really dark because I have never been classic ivory in any foundation. But in this foundation, I am classic ivory. So I'm just gonna put a couple on my little palette here. This is a candle top from Bath and Body Works and it says Love Fall. I absolutely love that. And then I'm gonna go in with my Real Technique body sponge. It's my favorite. And I'm just gonna put this all over. Next, we're gonna go into the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And I'm just putting that right underneath the eyes. I put a little bit on the forehead, some down the nose, a little bit on my Q-tip, and then a little bit on my chin. Back in with the body sponge, but on the foundation side, I just turn it to the other side, to the clean side. The sponge is so quick. It makes blending out foundation and concealer so much easier and so much faster. I typically like to do my eyeshadow first. That way if I have any fallout or anything like that, whenever I can just dust it away, and then I can do my foundation, my concealer, and then I can clean up these lines underneath, and it all seems to work out a lot better that way. Sometimes I do eyeshadow after my foundation, but really I prefer to do it before my foundation and concealer. Alright, so everything looks pretty well blended out. So I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to put some in the cap, and then I'm going to go in with this black sponge and just pick up some, and then I'm just going to put it right underneath my eye. And I'm not really baking, I'm just pressing that powder right underneath there. And I do the same thing right here in my T-zone, and then we'll go in with a brush and do the rest. I just really like to hit that T-zone and kind of push that powder into the skin. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of that translucent powder in my cap. I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush and just dust this all over my face. If you are not oily and you feel like you don't have to set your face, this foundation actually feels set, that I have noticed, but I get a little bit oily down in the center and I like to just make sure that it's gonna stay all day. So now I'm just kind of dusting that away as I kind of dust it into my skin, just making sure that we don't have too much powder sitting on the face. Now we're gonna bronze and contour, and I'm gonna be using my Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega bronzer. Now to do that contour, I'm gonna go with the Morphe brush. This is the M437. And then now with this e.l.f. brush, this is the Flawless Face brush. I'm just going to take that same bronzer again and then just kind of work that around, kind of blend that all out. I do like to bring bronzer down my neck just so that it all looks even. Okay, and for blush today, I'm gonna go in with this Tarte blush, and this is in the shade Party. I've actually been really loving this color. And now we're gonna go into highlight, and I'm gonna be using my Smashbox Spotlight palette, and this is the Casey Holmes collab. She doesn't have the collab anymore with them. This is still available. So I'm gonna go into Glow Fuse Pearl and Crank It Up Pearl, and I'm just gonna be mixing these two. And I'm taking that on my Anastasia A23. Do y'all see how pretty that is? Oh, so pretty. I'm gonna go in with this flat shader brush, and I'm gonna go with those same colors And I'm gonna pop that right in that inner corner. I do like to usually have my inner corner match my highlight. I just think it looks better on me. If you don't like that, you can use any inner corner highlight that you prefer. And then I'm gonna go a little bit on the brow bone with that. So with my eyebrows, I am gonna touch them up just a little bit. They were already done off camera, but since we did the foundation and the concealer kind of wiped a little bit away, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe, and just these areas that I kind of lost that color, and just going in just very lightly. Do y'all have a better brow than the other brow? I know brows are not twins, they're sisters, but I love my right brow more than I love my left brow. I feel like my right brow goes on so easily, and then my left one always wants to give me a hard time. I'm gonna set it, and I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist, and I think this is the one blonde. Light to medium, actually, it says on the back. Now that those are set, we're gonna do the lower lash line, and I'm gonna go in with that same brush that we went in with that chocolate brown color, and then I'm gonna go in with this color right here, Twig, and I'm just gonna put that on my lower lash line, and then kind of blending it up here where that shadow is, just to make sure that it all blends in nicely. I'm gonna do that to the other eye. Then now I'm gonna go into that shade Birch right here, and then I'm just gonna kind of blend that all together. And we're just blending that all out. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on some mascara to complete this eye look, and I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and I am going in with the shade Black is Black, and this is the waterproof formula. Okay, now that I put my mascara on and the eye look is completed, next thing we're gonna go in with is the lip. So for lips today, I'm gonna go in with the I would call this like a lip crown, and it's in the shade Natural. It's just this really pretty mauve-y pink. Okay, so that is the completed look. I actually really love this palette, and I'm definitely gonna get a lot of use out of this because these are the kind of colors that I love. The pinks, the little bit of like that gold colors, and then we have a really pretty green. I just really like this palette. And then we have right here some more cool tone colors. We have warm tones. So I think that they really did a good job with this palette on getting everybody something that they can work with. You can go from day to night on this. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial / get ready with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.